Get the clapping, get the woo and get the whistling going together. It gives this lady a huge, huge welcome. I'm so excited to see her. She looks $1 million. Funny as. Make it very welcome. Raelyn Fenners, bring her on. Hey!
That's a good start. Well, g'day. My name's Raelyn and I'm a mum and I'm a grandmother and I've been married for nearly 56 years. I didn't intend to be married this long. I just stuck around the last 25 years to brass him off. In my latter years, I've occasionally gone out for that adrenaline rush. For my 60th, I jumped out of a perfectly good aeroplane. For my 70th, I did iFly. And more recently, I took my 3 grandkids to Luna Park and we all went on the Big Dipper and the Wild Tango train. Now that was a rush. And here I am tonight with you without notes. I know I'm old at 77 when I go online and I have to scroll forever to get to my birth year. And I can remember when vaping was a good chest rub with Vicks. These days, I'm always being told I should eat healthy foods. Well, I say forget about health foods. I'm at an age where I need all the preservatives I can get. I knew I'd do this. I knew I'd lose track. Anyway, as I said, I have been married a long time. And so a lot of people come up to me and they say, what's the secret to a long and happy marriage? Well, I can tell you the secret to a long one, children. That's the reason my husband and I are still together, the kids. Neither of us wanted custody. My youngest son at 10 was the sweetest child on the planet. One night at dinner, he looked across at me and he said, Mum, when I grow up, I want to marry someone just like you. Then, out the corner of my eye, I saw my husband going... But it's amazing how quickly things change. There he was, 10, and all of a sudden, he was 18 and he'd copped an attitude. We'd been fighting all day. And he came up to me and he said, well, why did you have me then? Well, we didn't know it was going to be you. We were hoping for someone with a job. But he's all grown up now and he's settled. And I went over there the other day and I asked, could I borrow a newspaper? Newspaper, he said. This is the 21st century. We don't waste money on newspapers. Here, use my iPad. Well, I can tell you, that fly never knew what hit him. But with all this new technology, sometimes I struggle. I managed to send my husband a text. Windows frozen, won't open. He texted back, pour lukewarm water around the edges and tapped with a hammer. Now my laptop is completely buggered. But you know what really drives me crazy? Is when I can't use my iPad and my tech support guy is asleep because he's 7 and it's past his bedtime. These days I'm always being told that I should start to get fitter. So I was reading in the paper the other day that when you open a bottle of wine, you use 15 different muscles. Now, fitness is my passion! I went and joined the local seniors and I went to an aerobics class. Well, I pushed, I pulled, I gyrated. I jumped up and down, perspired for an hour. But by the time I got me leotards on, the class was over. But to be totally honest, these days I'm just thrilled when I can get my legs through my underwear without losing my balance. Time goes on. Anyway, I told you that I was a grandmother, but I haven't got any jokes about that. They live with us, and it's not funny. But my next door neighbour, she was telling me a little story about when her grandson came to visit a few years ago. And they were upstairs watching TV, and he said, "Grandma, how come you haven't got a boyfriend now that Granddad's in heaven?" She said, "Honey, the TV is my boyfriend. Makes me laugh, makes me cry, keeps me company." It was one of those old box TVs, you know, and it sometimes lost focus, which it started to do. So she went over and she started banging it on the top, as we did. Yeah, as we did. Next thing, they hear the doorbell ring downstairs. So the grandson runs down to see who's at the door. Well, he opens the door and here's the local priest. And he says, "Oh, hi, son." He said, "Is your grandmother home?" He said, "Yes, she's upstairs banging a boyfriend." Then my old mate Bob, he was telling me that his granddaughter said to him the other day, "Hey, Pa, can you croak like a frog?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, but why do you want to know?" "Well, Nan said when you croak, we can all go to Disneyland." Well, you've really got to love them, haven't you? Well, thank you for being part of my rush today without notes. And you enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.